Happy Monday, my practice community members. Welcome to this week's Monday message. So I had a lot of ideas for today's message, and then something kind of magical happened last week, and I thought, oh, that is going to be such a good video. I can't wait to talk about this. Okay, so when I am recording this video, it is actually secret. I don't record these on Monday. Okay, I record them the week before. Let's be honest. We all have these strategies to keep our ideas flowing. So I am recording this video a few days ago. And as you all probably are aware of, a few days ago, something shocking happened in the world of technology, and Instagram and Facebook shut down. So sad. Bye-bye, social media. Here's why I love this. I had no idea. I had no idea the entire day that it was gone because I don't spend time on social media. Two, I had to have a friend text me and say, oh my gosh, it's all shutting down, and what am I going to do? And all of my ads and all of my clients and all my business. And I had to chuckle, and I had no idea what she was talking about. And then I got into a class and they reminded me that social media had shut down. And I thought it was the most brilliant thing ever. And here's why. I had literally 2 days earlier sent an email to a client who is working on upping her marketing game and upping how she asks for dream clients to come in to work with her. And I said to her in an email, hypothetically speaking, this is not my fault. What would you do if social media, for instance, Facebook and Instagram, stopped working tomorrow? What would you do? How would you get yourself out there and get clients? And of course, she wrote back with some great ideas, all of which I told her to go for, none of which obviously had to do with social media. And then it shut down. And I love this because your business should not depend on technology. You're a service business. You serve people. You help them, you talk to them, you guide them, you support them, you work with them, you create things with them, you solve massive problems with them. And I guarantee you, none of that actually happens on here. Maybe unless you have phone conversations, to be fair. I do talk to a lot of people all day long. But I mean, it's not on here. It's not on the postings and the scrollings and the liking. That is not service. That is distraction. That is not service, that is distraction. And if those places go kaput, which they did, and they went away for a whole day, and my business was affected 0%. 0%. My business went on as though clearly I had no clue what was happening. I made sales that day. I worked with clients that day. I upsold clients that day. I sold programs that day. No problem, because my marketing is not dependent on platforms where everybody else hangs out. And here's why I really believe as a service provider, we have to back away from what the herd is doing, because it's where the herd is. And by herd, I mean group. It's where the group is, and it's where the group think is, and it's where the mass is going. And I guarantee you that is not where your clients are. That is not where your business is. That is where a lot of people are vying for a lot of people's attention. And you're going to get lost in the shuffle. Do you even like it? Do you even like hanging out on Instagram all day, trying to figure out the recent algorithm and how to get your posts seen by the next, I don't know, handful of people who have never heard of you and who probably don't even want to buy from you? They're just going to like it because you put a cool picture up. Don't get me wrong. I like sharing things. I like posting things, and I like giving little bits of inspiration, but it is not my income generating place. In fact, I don't even get to go on there if my income generating tasks for the day aren't even done. The conversations, the sales emails, the meetings, the networking, the client service, the actual client work, that comes first. And if all that is done and I really feel like I have something important to say, maybe I'll post it. Probably not, because it's not where my money comes from. And I guarantee it's not where your money comes from either, for the most part. So because it can happen, and because it did happen, and because it will happen again, I'm going to ask you what I asked this client. If it shut down tomorrow, if all of your online media was done, kaputs, no more, even your email list, if that went away tomorrow, what is the first thing you would do to make money today? What is the first action you would do or create that could maybe not guarantee you income, but would get you a step closer? What are the invites you would send? Who's the person you would call? What's the letter you would write? In fact, I think that very day that it all shut down, I was literally sending addresses off to a printer to have these beautiful handmade invitations finished to go into the mail with a stamp and everything to invite people into a program. Those invitations, if they all came back to me as a yes, and they won't because that's how all marketing works, but if they all came back to me as a yes, is a $20,000 mailing campaign. 20 cards in the mail. I paid a couple bucks for each card, beautiful cards with invitations to work in a particular program with me. If they all came back, $20,000. I'm not making that on Facebook. I'm not making that through Instagram sponsored posts or algorithms. No, I'm making that by reaching out to people who know me, like me, trust me, have worked with me, and who are excited to get something really beautiful in their email. Not their email, their real mailbox. Scratch that. Get something really beautiful in their mailbox. When's the last time you sent something in the mail? That hasn't shut down in a very long time. Okay, so my little rant here. Told you all, it's going to shut down someday. Let it shut down. Let the whole group herd panic and stampede because their algorithm didn't work today for someone to click on their sponsored post that cost them a lot of money to get in front of them to someone who's never going to buy from them. Do whatever you need to do. But I guarantee you right now, you have income producing activities that you are actively not doing because you're obsessed over the wrong places in your business. And that is a perfect example. So whatever happened, it's back up and running, I'm pretty sure by now. But if you could ignore it for a whole day and you could do other activities that were more income producing and you could get clients in a more creative fashion that actually lit your heart up and reminded you that the way you get clients is not through digital media, it's through service, actual service. Whose life, remember last week, the myth of the plural, whose singular life did you change today? That's it. That's all we have to do. One person at a time, not thousands of followers, not hundreds of thousands of followers, that one person. So that's my rant, also known as my Monday message. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a powerful week. I've got some great content coming to you this week, and I'll see you in the community. Take care. Bye.